Hello everyone, this is square number 12 and it's called Lace Ripples. Row 1 is a single crochet in each of the 33 chains across. So I've done row 1 already in advance, and as always ladies, either my camera will conk out or the battery will go, so if I disappear, hopefully I've done enough to get you through this square. So I'm ready to turn and I'm on row 2. And it starts with a chain 1 and it asks for a single crochet in the first single crochet, so I'm going to do that here. Then it says skip the next stitch, chain 1 and half double crochet, so I'm going to skip that one and I'm going to half double crochet. So half double crochet, you wrap through, you poke into the work, pull through 3 stitches on your hook and you pull through. So then we do 1 chain 1 and we do a skip a stitch and we do a double crochet in the next stitch. Then we chain 1, we skip a stitch and we do a treble, which is wrap twice, poke through, pull through, and then take off 2, take off 2, take off 2, and we're going to do that again. So we chain 1 and we do a treble, skip a stitch and do a treble there. Then we chain 1, skip a stitch and do a double. We chain 1, we skip a stitch and we do a half double crochet where you take them all off in one go. We chain 1, we skip that stitch and then we do a single. And that's the end of the first repeat. You can see there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do chain 1 and it's asking us to go right from the beginning again. So we skip a stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in that stitch, and then we chain 1 and we skip a stitch and we do a double crochet, we chain 1, skip a stitch and we do a treble this time, take off 2, take off 2, take off 2, chain 1 and we do another treble, skip that stitch, take off 2, take off 2, take off 2, chain 1, and now we're going to work our way back down. So we skip that stitch and we do a double, we chain 1, we skip that stitch and we do a half double crochet, and we chain 1, skip that stitch, and then there's 2 single crochets in the last 2 stitches. That's round 1 complete. Okay, so I'm going to turn and this is row 3, and if you're going to change colour you do that here, and all we're going to do is chain 1 and then we're going to single crochet in every stitch across, and we should end up with that 33 row. Now as you can see, I'm going into the stitch and into the gap, which just makes it a little bit quicker. So into that stitch, under the chevrons, but into the gap there, under the chevrons. See those there? And into the gap. And I just work my way across this row. I've got the finished piece up there. When I finish this row, I'll show you what mine looks like finished. Okay, coming to the end of this row. I've got 2 stitches there, so I've got that one, plus there's the turning chain, but I'm just going to count to make sure that I've got my 33, and that's a little tip I would give you. So whenever you've done a row of single crochet, just make sure you've got 33. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3. Fab, that's 33. That is row 3, and row 4 is exactly the same. Chain 1 and single crochet all the way across. So I'm just going to do that quite quickly because I'm sure you all know how to do the single crochet. Poke through the work, pull through, take off the 2 stitches that are on the hook. So I'm going to width across. Hopefully I'll get to, because my battery light is flashing, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get to row 5 with you, because the pattern is very much very similar. So it's just that you can see the stitches get a little bit longer, then they get a bit shorter, and so you end up with this nice curve going on, and that is really pretty. So row 5, and I'm just looking at row 5 as I'm doing this. Again, watch out if you are doing colour changes, your colour changes will be explained on the pattern. So I'm just finishing off row 4, and then I will join you with row 5, and I will slow down a bit there for you, I promise. It must be quite boring watching me do a single crochet. Okay, so row 5. So we can see we've got our ripple. This is the completed one. So I think this is quite a pretty one. I think we could use this stitch for other things. So I'm quite liking this one. All right, so row 5. First things it asks us to do is to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4. Now that counts as a treble crochet, so we skip the first single crochet, which is that one there, right to the base of the chain 4, and then we're going to do a treble in that stitch there. So we've done a treble, and I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, I'm going to do a double crochet, then we're going to do chain 1, skip 1, we're going to do a half double crochet, and then we're going to do a chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do another single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a treble, chain 1, skip 1, we're going to do another treble, chain 1, skip 1, we're going to do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and it's a got a hair in there, sorry. So it's chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do another single, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a treble, I'm just going to make sure, I'm just going to check the pattern because it just turns over a page, whether we do a skip 1, You end with a treble in the last, so skip one, there's a chain one, and then there's another treble in the last stitch. Okay, so that's row 5, and the joy is row 6 is actually not that similar. So you chain 4 to start, and that counts as your first treble, and then you treble in the next stitch, you chain 1, skip 1, and you do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and you do a half double crochet, chain 1, skip the chain, and we do a single, chain 1, skip 1, and we do another single, chain 1, skip 1, and we're after the half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and we're going to do a treble, chain 1, skip 1, and it's another treble, chain 1, skip 1, and it's a double, chain 1, skip 1, and it's a half double crochet. Oops. Oh, I crocheted a hair in. I hate it when you do that. I'll get that out later. So we're going to do, I've forgotten where we are, treble, treble, double, half double crochet in here. Chain 1, skip that chain, and it's a single, chain 1, skip a chain, and it's a single, chain 1, skip a chain, and it's a half double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and we're on to our double, chain 1, skip 1, skip that chain there, and it's a treble, and then we finish off with a treble in the last stitch. So rows 7 and 8 are exactly the same as row 3 and 4, so that's 2 rows of single crochet. I am going to carry on, but the chances are I will disappear. If I do, I won't have a chance to say goodbye because my battery keeps going and my phone doesn't last very long, and I apologise for all of that, but I'm going to keep plodding on until it disappears, and if I get to row 9 I'll talk you through that as well. But it's all very much of a muchness. Sorry, excuse me. There we go. So a bit of a fiddly one there. It's all very much of a muchness. It's that going up and down the sizes and the stitches to make the ripples and having a chain in between them. So I'm going to whiz across these single crochets, except they're a bit fiddly today, so I don't know what's the matter with them. Sorry, excuse me. Remember, the trick is make sure you've got 33 single crochets, because that's what you need for the pattern, and if you have lost any, this is your opportunity to bodge. So I'm whizzing my way through my single crochet. And this is row 7 just being completed now. I'm going to do a chain 1. And this is row 8, and it should be 33 single crochet. That's 15. I'm being quiet because I'm counting. Okay, this is me coming up to 30, 33, fabulous. Okay, so that's 33. So this is row 9. Sorry, this is row 8 that I'm just finishing off, and I'm going to start row 9. For those, I said, for those of you changing colour, just make sure you get your colour changes in correctly. But you can see the ripple effects looking quite effective. I think that's quite pretty. So row 9, it asks for one chain